Anita Giussetta, and welcome to my kitchen again this week. I'm so excited with the Philadelphia Cream Challenge because we are going to make a very yummy entree that your family's going to love and that you're going to love. It's called creamed tomato chicken. And follow me. Come on, let's get going. I'm going to show you how easy this recipe is. You're going to need a couple ingredients to get started. The first ingredient you're going to need is a can of tomatoes. These are diced tomatoes. Do not get rid of the juice. You want that to help make that creamy sauce that we're going to make with that chicken. To this, we're going to add 1/2 cup of chicken broth. Now, if you want to use water as a substitute, you can. It's okay, but the chicken broth gives it that extra bit of flavor that we like. 4 large white mushrooms. You can use any mushrooms that you have in the refrigerator. You don't have to use the white. Go for what you have. You know, mushrooms are mushrooms and they all taste good. So, but I just happen to have the white caps here. 1/2 cup of spinach. So delicious, so good. Just wait. Just wait till you taste this. Zoom in this. We got some cumin. That's a teaspoon of cumin. 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, and 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. Now this is really minced, almost pureed garlic. And of course, what would the chicken be without the Philadelphia cream cheese? This is going to help make this sauce creamy and rich and help pull the dish together. You're going to love it. Your taste buds are going to be tantalizing once you're going to taste this. And this is 1/3 a cup of Philadelphia cream cheese. Of course, we need our cilantro, and you ask me, why do I have the cilantro like this? Why do I have it in this little cup? Well, if you go in my refrigerator, which I'm not going to open right now because it would look like a garden, because all my herbs I stick in water, just cut off the stems. They are live plants, so if you put them in water, they'll last you well, and they're so yummy, so good. So of course we need chicken. I got a 5-pack here, but 5 to 6 pieces of legs, and that's, you know, legs are supposedly out of style, right? The chicken breast is what's hot right now. Everybody's, I want this chicken breast and I want chicken breast. Well, let me tell you, you're missing out, because the best part of the chicken is a chicken with the bone, and it's a chicken leg, and it's a chicken thigh. It's that dark meat, baby. It's so good. And of course, a small onion. So, salt and pepper, and we're ready to go. Let's get started on this recipe. I can't wait till you try. So first thing we're going to do is take this small onion, and we're going to go ahead and chop this up. Or you could say dice it. Sometimes you forget to get the right knife, but you just got to work with what you have. So I'm just going to continue on and keep chopping away. So to this, we're going to go ahead and take 1/4 a cup or a handful of cilantro. And I just rip it off like this. I don't care. It doesn't need to be neat. It's all going in the pot anyway. It's all going to be good. Rinse this off. And then I rinse. Shake it out. And I don't even chop it. I just rip it with my hands. Nice. You could just smell that cilantro. It's infumigating the air. Just rip it up, just like that. Doesn't need to be any specific cut. It's all good. Now we're going to go over here. We're going to season our chicken. Just like to add a little bit of salt to the chicken. And a little bit of pepper here. Put those bad boys over. I rinse my hands. Be sanitary, because you did touch that chicken. Give it a nice wash here. Grab the towel. And sprinkle some more pepper on there. But you can say about 1/2 teaspoon and a little bit more salt. As you can tell, this is some coarse salt we got over here. Sprinkle that salt in the sink. Or they say behind the back for good luck, right? It doesn't matter. So we're gonna go ahead and move over here with this chicken too. Still with me, I'm gonna take my cilantro and my onions. Follow me this way. Here we go. Turn on the stove. We're gonna get a high heat and we're gonna use a saucepan to cook this chicken. I would say about a large saucepan. And to this, we're gonna go ahead and no oil, no water. We don't need it. That's why we got the juice and the tomatoes. We're gonna go ahead and lay down a little nest for our chicken. This is what I call laying a little nest. We're gonna put the cilantro down in the pan, and on top of that, we're gonna take that small onion and make a little nest right there for our bird. So it'll cook up nice and good. And to that, look at this, look at this. Come here, don't go away. I'm gonna add these chickens. I'm gonna lay these chickens down right on their little nest, right where they wanna be. Home to get fried, to get cooked, right in that little nest. Now they're not getting fried, they get broiled really, but just to be right there in their little nest. So come with me this way. We're gonna go ahead and get our little seasonings over here. Remember, we have the cumin, the minced garlic, and the paprika. We're just gonna go ahead and sprinkle that right on top. Listen to that. Listen to that chicken. Ooh, it sounds so good. Ooh, if you could have taste of it, you would love to taste this. It is so good, and it smells so good already. Just seasoning that chicken over here, I'll lift my hands. And it's such a simple recipe. I like to get it started there for a couple minutes, let it simmer up while I get the chicken broth and the tomatoes. Just let that simmer up there for a couple seconds. Isn't it looking good? Isn't it looking good? I'm telling you, just wait till you taste this. Just wait. To this, I'm going to go ahead and on top of this, I'm going to pour these tomatoes. Look at that. With the sauce. Now the chickens are in their nest and they're getting in a bath. They're going through the sauna. I'm telling you, this is funny. Now, to that, we're going to go ahead and add our spinach on top. Look at that. Not only is it taste good, but it has good nutrients in it. It has a lot of antioxidants. The spinach, the tomatoes. We're going to go ahead and add that chicken broth, the half a cup of chicken broth. If you could just smell this right now. We're going to bring this to a boil. Let it boil, and while that's boiling, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to slice these tomatoes. These mushrooms. Let's get these sliced. And the reason I add the mushrooms on top is because they can get overcooked. And when they're just on top, you get a nice steam. Let's go ahead and chop these up, slice these up, and go ahead and add those right on top. Now, cover, wait 30 minutes. And make sure you add to a low temperature now. Now I have one over here. That's perfect. You're saying, well, the star of the show is a Philadelphia cream cheese. Where is that Philadelphia cream cheese? Let me tell you what we're going to do. Go ahead and look at that gorgeous chicken. It is so ready to go. Now, here comes the Philadelphia cream cheese. We are going to take a whisk and we add that cream cheese in the sauce. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're here. Look at this. I told you the Philadelphia cream cheese was a major player, and it sure is. Look at this delicious tomato cream chicken. Let me go ahead and serve this up for you. We're going to go ahead and put this on top of this rice. It's perfectly served, and it tastes so perfect on top of rice. With this, I'm going to go ahead and ladle some of that tomato and mushroom and spinach right on top. It's gonna be so good. Little garnish. Take a look at this. Let's take a bite. It's fall off the bone chicken that your taste buds are gonna love. Hot. See you next time. Christina Josetta.